welcome back to another episode of Stan City Diaries.
Brought to you by your favourite and fabulous cousins, Prinny Ray.
And Amber Lux.
Yes! Woo! Welcome back if you're a regular listener.
And if you're new here, hello.
Hello. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party.
Party.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sounded a bit more like Beyonce in my head than it did in real life, but...
Which Beyonce song was it?
Bitch, I'm gonna slap your ass. Bitch, shut your face.
Oh my God. So, Prinny sent me this the other day, but basically, AI is here to stay.
Oh God,
It's
yeah.
here to take the jobs. And it's
I'm
like,
not laughing, so it's not
so
funny.
it's not fucking funny.
It's not funny.
So, copywriters, count your fucking days.
Yeah, carry on.
So basically in America, this company fired like all their fucking copywriters, apart from like 15% of them, for AI, and the 15% are just gonna correct AI's bullshit.
Yeah, chat GPT. They're gonna like edit the outputs.
Yeah, is peak, and I was like, God, it's happening so soon, but really, it's not. AI has actually been happening. There.
It's been around for ages. I remember like years ago when I first like graduated and started working. And like you'd go to like these events and networking or like almost corporate shit, and someone would be like, "Oh, like I work in AI," and I'm like, "What?" Like artificial intelligence, and I'm like, "What?" You know, when it's like something so foreign, it's so new. You're like, "What are you even saying?" They're like, "Yeah, it's basically like all this stuff like Internet of Things and like all of, like, you know how like you can have something like a keypad in your house and like that connects to like your dishwasher, your lights, it's all like, that's all Internet of Things."
That's AI.
It's not AI. It's like Internet of Things. It's all these like tech, you know, tech people just say things and you're like, what is it? And you only have like maybe one reference point. So back then I'm like, AI, I'm like, bet you stay there with the robots. Woo!
Yeah.
And now it's like,
mate, my girl lost her job. Like,
sad.
it's sad.
Wait, we gave great advice when we said get some skills.
Get some
Diversify.
skills. Yeah, but like, I've been seeing loads of these posts on Instagram, like, don't let AI take over, like, use it to your advantage, like, hit swipe to see different ways you can use AI.
Okay, what's the tips?
Just like if you're a copywriter, like the type of questions you ask, so it's like you still do the work, but it like supports you, like instead of doing the work for you, kind of thing, and just things like that. And then I saw that someone put like the president, the POTUS. Yeah, the POTUS, like speech or something. It was like, see like how much of it was AI, and apparently like all of it was AI or something.
What do you mean?
Like a speech that they'd written, they put it through like a, like, I guess like turn it in for AI or something.
Is that really a thing? Really?
I don't know, but apparently it was like AI. Look, this is coming from Twitter. Like,
that's amazing source.
This is all like allegedly, but it was like a picture, and it was like, oh, AI.
God.
Wouldn't be surprised,
mate. But like, why wouldn't you? Like, if I have to update my CV, or like I saw someone tweet that's like, "Oh, I need to write my objectives at work. Can ChatGPT help me with that?" And I'm like, probably. You know how fucking hard it is to write those things. Like
I don't fucking know.
Like, what did you do? What did you do in the year? Like, write your summary. I'm like, I literally was not even there. Like, babe, I couldn't even tell you. I'm using big words and I'm boxing them around other big words. I ain't got a clue.
I implemented this business strategy to an innovation and implementation, and I supported the team implementing on this campaign.
Mate, when I look back at, like, obviously, like, at my company, it's like you can just use your previous one and just like edit, because if you're on the same product, it's just, you're doing the same thing, just like update where it needs. Mate, I've read back one of my last one. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, and it's supposed to be one page. Mine was like 1.5 pages. It's like, no. What are you like? You're even wasting the pages. You're pissing people off. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Like 2 sentences say the same thing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to add in, make sure all the buzzwords.
I hate writing objectives. Like, I feel like that's what I find so difficult about updating a CV.
Yeah.
It's like, like, make sure you write down like what you did, and I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, I got coverage. There was a product and I got coverage, and that's what I did. Look, there's the proof. Like, I don't know how I did it. I just do the job.
I wish you could just have like maybe this is one for the AI girls and boys, like just a digital a digital record of like your achievements, kind of like how you have an Instagram, right? You have like your stories archive of like everything that you did, so you can have it as a reference point. So when it comes to like appraisal and stuff, it's like you just do ding on this day, then like it comes out. What?
So surprising.
What?
Shocking news.
What?
I actually take note of the things that I do at work.
Good, I told you
like
to.
Each campaign that we do, I'm like, this is what I worked on, this is what I did. Oh, press briefings, I did that. These are the people that I managed to get. These are the people that then I converted into coverage. They want to fucking buy my. I'm gonna come back with the fucking receipts.
I'm done with you. That was like the first piece of advice I got in the workplace. It was a lovely lady. She was my mentor, but like she didn't really help me out much. But she did say that point that like have a if it's on like Outlook or something, have like a folder. So if you ever get like positive praise, like on email, like file it and then like make note of like your wins.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not always easy. Like there's some jobs where it's very clear, like this was a win. Like I did this. Sometimes you do something that's like a win, like a 2% win out of like 100% win. Like it's a small win, but it's not really the bigger piece, if that makes sense. It's like a small win on the journey, but when you say it out loud, it sounds dumb.
Yeah.
But in the moment, it was like, that was a fucking big deal on that Wednesday, right? That was a fucking big deal. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't shit.
No one cares. No one cares.
Yeah, oh God, AI.
Yeah, just
oh my God, I heard like a Karen talking about it in the office.
Oh, what did she say? What did she have to say?
I didn't listen that hard.
Oh.
I hate sound people's voices.
Okay.
I just heard her say, oh, something more ChatGPT. I don't even know what she said. I just looked up like, oh wow, you're in the know. You're current. You go, girl.
Down with the kiddos.
Down with the kiddos. Fucking hate going to the office, honestly.
How was it? It was in the essay.
It was quite nice actually. I wore pink. I wore a pink it's like a tulle top thing, but it's actually a V-neck, but I always wear it backwards. Yeah. So it ends up being like this, and then the V in the back, and then I wore a cream turtleneck jumper thing, so it was so cold and so ill. And I wore my baguettes. Duh.
Love the baguettes. Do our OG listeners remember our baguettes?
Bionic shoes.
Oh,
they're lovely. Orthopedic shoes.
No, those baguettes, right?
They're basically like loafers, but like they just look like baguettes.
Imagine a baguette and you dug a hole to put your foot in it. Like that is why we call them
so
baguettes.
Fucking rude. Like they're not even that bad. They're not bad at all. They're so comfortable. Like one thing I hate about like work smart shoes is that you're always gonna get like maybe like blisters or like your little corners are like hurting. Like these are like, mate, in, out. They're my work shoes. I don't wear any of them. Other than when I do clinky, clock with the boots.
Yeah.
I wear my baguettes. So yeah, I look pretty cool, pretty fly considering the circumstances. And I just don't like it. I don't like this whole like, oh God, like in my head it's 5 o'clock, I want to leave, but now it's like no one else is left and I have to pretend that I'm doing something until I can leave, so I don't look like I'm leaving at 5 o'clock, because then they'll think when I'm at home I stop working at 5 o'clock, but I do.
Capitalism is killing our people.
Oh no, literally.
We're literally contracted to work from 9 till 5. So you're beating me for finishing work at 5.
Mate, I waited till like 9, 5, 20 past and no one else left, and I was like, see ya. I gotta go. But yeah, I just can't do it. I can't do it. I appreciate it. I think it's a really great use of time. I feel like you're in the office, you can work collaboratively. You speak out loud to people, things that would take, time, emailing and doing a call. You just, hey, I get it. It's great. It is great. But like a fucking CBA.
Yeah.
It takes so much out of me. You're so tired today.
It's so tiring going in. Like I get home from work and I'm like, oh, a whole day of being on. Like, yeah, it's a lot.
I can't believe you said this the other day. We used to do it every day.
And then go socialise after work.
After work!
Because obviously we left pod on Wednesday. And we do pod on a Tuesday. Mate, the streets were fucking popping on a Wednesday.
Oh my God.
Bro,
we were...
No. We were like... Firstly, y'all all have money.
Let's start there.
Let's start there. Bare people around.
Buzzing.
Like, they all had money.
All dinners and drinks. And are you in the office tomorrow as well? Is it tomorrow? I'm like, tomorrow?
They're like, yeah, you're going to the office. We looked at the time, we said, sir, it is 10 o'clock and I'm still on my way home. Hell no, I ain't in the office tomorrow. What the fuck do you think this is? I need my sleep. But we used to do that.
I think we're just really lazy now.
COVID has lazed us out.
We're so lazy. I can't do anything. I'm like, oh, today drained me. I need a rest.
It's horrible.
I don't know. But then it's like a part of me, because remember we started the year and we're like, oh, like, yeah, I'm going to go to office more often. And we're going to, I get it, but like just the practicalities of it, like it's just an L. Like going to office is actually just an L.
It's time consuming.
Yeah.
It's cost consuming.
Yeah.
It's mentally consuming.
The only benefit is like, okay, for the company efficiencies, whatever, cool, collaborative working, great. Mental health, I would say going into the office on the day I did was really, really good for me to not be at home.
Yeah.
And generally by the time I get there,
it's fine.
I feel great, and it's like fresh air, and it's like faces, and you see people, and it brings life to life. I think that's great, but it's just a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a moany girl. Maybe I'm just a mona. Maybe I'm just in my moaning era.
No, I feel you.
But maybe we're in the summer though. I might be more like inclined to go because it's like lovely days. Go and meet. My only thing now is like, my friends are left the country, or everyone works from home. Because everyone works from home, it's like I can go to the city and be like, oh, like want to meet up for a drink, but it's like people are at home.
Yeah.
Because that was a lovely part of like, hey, what are you doing? Like, do you want to, where are you? Are you having drinks with your colleagues?
Like,
yeah, are you having drinks with your colleagues? Like, I'll come round. But I'm going to try and be more like, make a conscious effort. I think more people go in than I think, to be fair.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Like, Thursdays be like, do you want a brew? You want a cold brew? A beer? Get a beer.
I would love to have like a mixed set of work colleagues.
Like gender mix.
Yeah. And like just be like with the lads, like, come on, Amb, had a bad day, let's go get you a pint. Yeah,
working with young men is fun. I miss that young cool working culture.
Sorry, I just need to send a text. It's really bugging me. Can I just
Do you really?
No, I actually
Let me send
genuinely
it.
do. No,
Let me
can't.
see. Let me see. Let me see.
I need to like put a pause on something.
What? Can I know?
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay. Do. Great elevator music. But while she's doing that, are you done?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because you and this texting.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's just.
Are you okay? Yeah. I'm not sure. You fucking get that from all the time. I'm joking. I'm in my nostalgia era.
What are you nostalging about?
I've been rewatching like programs I used to watch in the noughties. I'm rewatching The Hills. I know you've never watched that.
Yeah, no, because I was in the Sky Babe.
Yeah, Lauren Conrad was my girl. Like I used to, for context, because you don't know, and anyone that doesn't know. So there was a show initially called Laguna Beach, and it was basically like young, like high school kids that live in the OC in California, and just kind of like following their summer and the dramas. Like, oh my god, he's my boyfriend. No, he's mine. Da-da-da. And then one of the girls was like the breakout star, and she moved from the OC to LA, and she got a place. She moved at like the age of 19, 20, got a place, had an internship at Teen Vogue. So it was like following her life, like while she's out there, trials and tribulations. Man, honestly, I implore everybody to rewatch shows that you watch as a teenager as an adult. Because you see it differently knowing what you know now. And it's like, is the villain really the villain?
Right.
Is it like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't want to, because I think you should probably, I think it's a nice.
The Hills.
The Hills was honestly like, I used to be such a Gogglebots, and The Hills was such my show. Like that and America's Next Top Model were probably like the two shows that developed my interest in the fashion world.
Yeah.
From like and Project Runway, from what I saw on like TV. But yeah, fucking loving it. And the episodes are like 20 minutes.
Oh,
you
so it's
know, wait,
quick.
I'm on season 4 already. I
Oh
only
my
just started.
God.
Yeah, like, no, not season 4. I'm on season 3. But yeah, absolutely. Oh, I just love it. And now I'm like, I'm gonna watch America's Next Top Model as well.
And then do you watch it in background noise?
Background, yeah, it's very like, you know.
So my background noise is also a nostalgic show. Yeah, and it's Ugly Betty.
Oh my God, you're watching Ugly. What are you watching it on?
Disney Plus.
I think there was a time when I started it. No, that wasn't. That was what's this fucking show when she got Jane the Virgin? Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Jane the Virgin. That was good.
Yeah, love Ugly Betty, and it's just like the fat shaming.
No, yeah.
It's like ugly. It's like, Betty, you're so fat. You're so ugly. Like this and that. But it's just like it's such a good show. Like it touches on homosexuality, transsexual, transgender. Yeah. Like being Latino, like immigrants and things like that. Like it's just like mummy daddy issues. Like it really touches on a lot. And it's just so funny, like seeing like everyone trying to get to the top and like do what they can do and things like that. Like it's just such a good show. Doesn't it just make you feel so good as well? Like I only now watch in terms of new stuff. If something goes like viral, like Night Agent, for example, and it's a good show, watch it. Or like my reality, you know, to keep up with my reality girls and my shows. 10,001 reality. I don't know how you keep up. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm a mum because I gotta watch my fucking shows. There'll be different shows. What do you mean there'll be different shows? Like, no, I'm talking about the time I spend. I don't have time to tend to the children. I'm busy. Watching have to do it. I don't know, when they're napping. I ain't enough time. Them fucking kids will sleep for 20 minutes. Oh my God. So you know, remember a while back we spoke about Next in Fashion and we watched it, Next in Fashion on Netflix. It was like Project Runway, but make it like Netflix, and it had Alexa Chung was the host with that guy from where's he from? He's from a show, Queer Eye. Drag RuPaul's Queer Eye. Is he from Queer Eye? I didn't watch it. I've never watched Queer Eye, but I kind of think if he's not from Queer Eye, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. And the new season came up. One of the kiddybubs actually added us and was like, oh, like Next in Fashion. It's like oh my God, season 2. It. So I watched like Gigi Hadid is she's the new host. And they have like a lot bigger guest names coming in. They had Donatella was in like episode 2. What the fuck? And that's obviously because of Gigi. Yeah. She has to like Alexa Chung ain't fucking getting Donatella. Like, sorry, it's not happening. But my only thing is they're all like American. It's not international. Yeah, and that was for me, that was like the big appeal, was that it's just like people from all over, different walks of life, different countries coming together, and you can see like what am I trying to say? Like differences in like taste and style based on like where you're from and your culture. Yeah. Right? If you're all from America, you're all fucking like doing the same. You know y'all can't dress. They're all doing the same. So I watched like 1.5 episodes and I was like, I'm gonna put a pin in it. Yeah. I'll go and have a watch. Let me know what you think. Together and I'll have a watch during our annual leave. Yeah, and it's also you know what I love about what I actually like about these like reality-based competition shows is like the BTS drama. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to see like, bitch, did you set up my sewing machine to rip my material? Oh my God, I love shit like that. Like I was sewing on white and it was meant to be white thread and now it's blue and I have to unpick it. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to see like, the drama. I was trying to pick that fabric. Did you see? I told everyone I was going to pick that fabric. Yeah. And then he just picked the same fabric as me. Like, where they do that at? Like, that's what... I'm not trying to see Gigi Hadid do a little skit on... You know when they do, like, the side funny stuff or they come around like, so tell me about your design. No one cares about that. Why do you... Okay, you think that's good? Like, no, just come in at the end and do the judging. And I actually want to see more of like the contestants' experience that's like genuine and not too like overly produced. It just seems a bit overly curated for me. Netflix.
If you need a producer, a production
Holla
assistant,
at
I'll
your
be like a
girl.
production assistant.
Oh my god! In one of the Ugly Betty episodes, there's this guy who's a designer
Yeah.
and he's like gay. And Amanda, I don't know if you remember Amanda, the receptionist, the blonde receptionist.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, like she's like, oh, you've got all these, like, goes back to his house or whatever, and it's like, oh, like, you've got all these samples, like, can I try them on? And he's like, oh yeah, like, you get changed over there. And she's like, you don't fucking care, just gets changed. And she looks and he has a hard on. And she's like, what? Anyways, he was pretending to be gay because if he was straight, the fashion industry wouldn't take him seriously. So he pretends to be gay, but he's actually straight. Anyway, they sleep together. And then she's like, this is great. You can give me free samples and give me sex. Like, this is perfect. And I just thought, God, like, the industry is just so, like,
so crazy.
It was so crazy.
I think it still probably is in ways, but we're like so progressive.
Yeah, so progressive.
Like, so
like, you know, the black models are still doing their own hair.
Or shaving their hair because they just can't be bothered to deal with the shit.
I still find it so mad when I see videos and there's two white people just doing that to the girl's hair. Literally just that. And brushing it.
Yeah.
Like this. Don't know what they're doing, and they're trying to then cane row in, like.
Yeah.
How... In 2023, how do you not have black hairstylists and makeup artists on, like, fashion weeks? Like, I just don't get, like, who do you have, like, how?
Yeah. To be fair,
why is it not compulsory if you're training to be a hairstylist that you must have some sort of training?
I think now recently they're bringing it in that you have to, you know, the MVQ level. You have to kind of like train in black hair, whether you train to a particular standard or not. That's like another question mark. But my hairdresser, she's actually like trained in both Afro hair and European, I don't know what you call it, like basically all hair types. And she was saying that like working on those shoots and stuff is just like, it's hell and horror. Like, it's just terrible
because
it's terrible.
It is. I will never forget, I was getting ready for my year 11 prom. And I went to a black hairdresser down in Holloway. And she was like, yeah, like, when you go to, like, hairdressing school, if you want to do black hair, like, you have to say, and then, like, it's, like, an additional option to do, but it was, like, never a thing, and obviously that was back then, and I remember being like, oh, my God, like, that is mad, that, like, everyone is just taught how to do European hair, like, say Europeans were the first people on this planet. It's crazy.
Yeah, but... I know it's difficult. There was a video that surfaced of a white girl doing like knotless braids, and if you saw it, knotless braids. For anyone who doesn't know, knotless braids, it's like braids with like hair extensions. Yeah. And there was like mixed reviews. Some people were like, yeah, like, I mean, if her prices are good and her service is good, then why not? And then some people were like, you're taking money out of like the black woman's pocket and blah blah. But it's like, I don't know if I agree with the argument. I feel like there is a big market for hair. Like there's never
you're
gonna
not
be
running out of people's hair.
Do you know what I mean? Like you will always have customers. Like people need to do their braids like all the time. And it's also that was it Amazon? Who opened the hair shop? Was it Amazon?
Yeah, Amazon.
Oh, and the price. Listen. If someone's charging me $180 to do braids and Amazon are gonna bust me down for a $70, I'm going like, and they might even give me a prosecco. Yeah. And the hair looked pretty decent. Yeah. They're trained and they know what they can do. Then like, why not? Like that's where we want it to go. We actually want beauty to be accessible to all, and we don't have to pay these ridiculous prices. Like it is what these girls are charging is insane, and
they're not actually even doing anything. You must have your hair washed, braided, no dandruff, no this, no that. Don't oil it, but bring your own gel for me when I do it. Bring your own hair, bring your own hair straighteners, bring your own fucking toothpick comb, and
come late. You pay
bring my own
£5,000
fingers for you to stitch on and do. Like what? I might as well do the hair myself.
And more time, it's like. They're actually not good. They're taught on YouTube. They're using hella gel to get a grip, and the grip's not gripping. And then in a week later,
scalp is damaged from all the gel and build up.
A week later, your hair's not even making sense. Like, what's the point? Like, I know for me, I have fucking short attention span on everything, so I can't have the same hairstyle for more than like 2 weeks. So I can't justify paying £100. I'm doing my own hair for holiday.
Yeah.
Because by the time I come back, I'm gonna be bored.
Yeah.
And that's it. I bought the hair, and that's my project. So I sit down and because I can do it. And when I actually think about it, my standard of doing hair is probably the same as some of these girls that are actually charging £180.
Yeah.
How mad that is. When I was younger, braids is like, it's like a 30
yeah.
pound. They get it 50, 60. It's like what?
Yeah.
I get it from the extent of like, it's hours, right? And you're standing, if you're standing and you're like this, I
and
quite
of course
get
experience, but if you're just like a new kiddybub, you're not even answering the door on time, like, you know, you're not even like...
Yeah, like what are we actually
some
doing
girl was charging someone to see her price list.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Like, now it's getting stupid. Now it's ridiculous. Like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a cost to see the price list. What?
But where did they get these ideas from? And why do they think that like this is gonna fly? Listen, anyone, if you're a business owner and you have a DM for prices, just fucking hang it up flat screen.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do the whole point. I want to see the prices so I can price compare.
I love when the prices is on the highlights.
Oh, yeah.
Prices, click it, everything is there. Thank
Simple.
you. If I have to do extracurricular activities to find
too much research,
you've lost a customer because I don't have time for that.
You've lost me. And I also hate, I hate so much the braiding girls when they post a picture on the Instagram, but you're not telling me the description of the hairstyle.
What it is, yeah.
So now when I go to your website, I'm looking at services. Which is which? What is this hair? What are you naming this product? So I can go and cross-reference the price. Like, why are we being so secretive? I don't understand. I mean, they get booked every month. They're booked and busy. So shout out you. You don't have to change your strategy if it's working. But yeah, I ain't a customer. Not doing that.
It is crazy. I have been influenced, and I'm gonna buy that tea tree oil, whatever everyone's using.
What,
their hair on
rosemary
TikTok.
oil?
That's the one. I'm gonna do it.
No, but this
but the front of my hair is so broken.
This is such a.
I
I just find TikTok gentrification of things that are like known so interesting. Like if you search online what oils make your hair grow, like all these oils like castor oil, rosemary oil, there's some other like funny names that you could just buy from the hair shop for like, well, back in the day, like a couple quid. Now I don't know.
It all together.
I don't know how much they're selling it for, but
it's not expensive.
No,
the bottle.
But I just don't understand what the agenda is. Like, it's very weird. It's just come out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, I just reckon someone was like, oh my God, I just like picked this thing up and it was sick and it worked. And then people were like, oh, I'm going to get it too. And then it just, that's how I visualize the viralness happening.
Yeah.
I've got bare stuff in my TikTok shop cart, but like, I just really don't like paying for things. Like, I add everything to my cart and then I get to it and I'm like, I'm just not paying for that. Like, I'm just not going to spend my money on any of this shit. Like, I don't need 5 powder puffs. Like, I don't need the fucking pickle kit. Like, that is the shit.
You still got the pickle kit in your cart?
In my cart. I'm still indecisive about the little mini light that attaches to my key ring. Like, bare shit. Like HMB fucking concealer and foundation, which is apparently really good. The marshmallow sponge.
Man, they're getting you on all angles. The marketing is
every
going
single
off.
thing that's been ad. I'm like, I want that.
That is so funny. No, I don't get bought by TikTok shop.
But I don't sit and watch people on TikTok shop. Like,
no, as in there's nothing like there's not, when things come up and I know it's clearly an ad, I click off. I'm like, this is not funny. Like, this is not what I'm here for. That's so interesting. Yeah, I tend to buy now out of like when I know I actually need something. So I bought a set of belly bars. Obviously from my. It's been a while since I put my little jewelry in my belly button. Amazon.
I'm gonna get.
I got it from Amazon because anytime I'm going on holiday, I'm like, God, I should get my belly bar. Then I end up going into like a Claire's and I'm like, I'm not spending fucking £10 on one.
Bruv.
Like, I'm not doing that because I know
Yeah.
in my head I'm like, if I got it online, I'll get more. But I never have the time.
Yeah.
So now I was like, I got like, I think it was like 5 or 6 for like $8.99.
Oh,
It's got like the
sick.
dangly one.
Yeah, because I love the dangly. Like I am a cheesy belly bar girl. Like, oh, I missed my butterfly one. Don't know where it went, but I'm like that. I'm in my Britney Spears era.
And also, it's like it's quite distracting for like the flatness of your stomach.
Yes.
Like,
not when you sit down though, because mine goes in my roll, so you can't see it. And then I stand up and it's like, yo, shit, you be hiding the belly part.
Yeah. It's like crying. Yeah, it's like quite distracting. Oh my god, I have a question. And I already asked Twitter and I got some responses. So I tweeted, I was like, oh, I've entered this new phase of my gym journey. Obviously, I'm a gym girl now. It's my new personality trait.
I saw that.
Body dysmorphia. Yeah. And basically, it's like, when I first started, I was like, get it. And then I started seeing gains. And I'm like, wow. Like, it's kind of working. And now I'm like, oh my God, I'm a big fat burger.
Yeah, so it does that to you because basically what happens is you see the weight loss straight away and then it's like you feel like you plateau. So the best way to combat
What do you mean you feel like you plateau?
Is you're like, well, why am I losing weight? Like, why can't I see
No, it's not even that. Why don't I see the difference? It's like the initial what I saw and now what I see now is like, oh my God, I'm nowhere near where I even thought I was. Like, I'm actually flubba bubba. Like, wow. Like, I couldn't even sleep. I was trying to sleep and I was like, I have to go to the gym. Yeah. Like, I have to.
It's just a wake up call.
Yeah. Do you get that though, body dysmorphia? As part of like the process of, in the context of like, you're going to the gym, you're clearly working out, you're clearly toning, but what you see is, do you know what I mean? Like you see that maybe you feel like you're bigger than you are or just confused as to the stage. Do you get that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like a thing.
It is a thing. And I think everyone gets that, especially at the start. And it's like, because as well, what it is you kind of want, because you're going and you're being regular and this and that, you kind of want that result, like kind of straight away. Yeah. So when it doesn't come, you're like, fuck. So actually, like, I'm much bigger than what I am because the result isn't happening tomorrow. Yeah. But actually, it really does take a solid 4 weeks of like, for you to start seeing.
I like that.
And then 6 weeks for other people.
Fuck other
8
people.
weeks for people that live with you because they see you every day, so they don't see it. Yeah. So that is why taking pictures is so key. If you take a picture, like let's say every Monday is when you take your picture. Then you will see, because you just don't see, like, your brain, it's like
weird,
so weird, you just don't see it.
It's like I feel it like when I dress and I'm like, okay, clearly. And then it's like also when you like you've had a good workout, you're leaving the gym and you can actually feel it's like you can feel your body physically toning in the,
oh my God, I'm gonna show you something,
in the motions. But then I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm going to go on this holiday and everyone's just going to be like, you're so fucking fat and you're just posting you're going to the gym and you look like shit.
Yeah.
And like, why are you pretending you're going to the gym? You're clearly just watching TV when you go there, which I am.
So I was like, last year when I was like super duper working out and I was just like, I'm still fat, like I'm not losing weight, like my holiday's in like 2 months, like I'm still fat. Anyways, I had taken a picture before. Did I show it to you?
I think so.
I think I did recently.
No, not recently, back then.
Then I'd taken a picture before and then after, and basically when I saw it, I was like, bitch, you fucking lost weight. And that just gave me the fucking, I was like, and then that just gave me like the motivation that I needed. I was like, oh God.
Oh, sorry, I'm begging you pressure. Let me see.
Right, you might have to talk a bit. But yeah, the body dysmorphia thing is like a whole situation.
I'm in my body dysmorphia era and I just feel a bit like disheartened and depleted, but I'm still pushing through. Like, I'm not letting it affect me, especially where like the last like couple of weeks I've tried to like eat right as well. It's just pissing me off. I might as well just been eating burgers. Let me see which is which, joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh my God, little pouch is gone.
Yeah, it was like proper hanging over the knicker.
Mate, that fucking scab on your elbow ain't right. Oh my God.
And then wait.
Even the cellulite.
Yeah.
But you're so fucking blessed that you just got a flat back. Like, I've got too much battles that I'm contending with.
Look at the front. Like, literally, it's like I've been pinched
oh my God.
in.
Oh my God.
I couldn't believe it. Like, they were just
bony up here.
Oh yeah, always. That's
so
why
scary.
I give off like I'm still slim when I'm not, because this bit never puts on weight. Like, it's still bony in my fat picture as well.
Oh my God. Do you want to take one now to see where you place?
No. Because I know exactly where I fucking place right now. And that will literally send me like on suicide watch. Trigger warning, sorry. Because my holiday is legit in like 40 days. I will be that. When I took that after picture, I still had 2 months until my holiday.
Oh wow. So you really weren't sucking in your belly on that trip then?
No, I was actually fucking fit.
Wait, because the orange one, the charges were
The what?
You had to beat the charges on sucking in your stomach on the orange fit one. Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah.
You really did
so
well.
Take your pictures.
You did well.
Thank you. But I was jogging. I was doing 5Ks during my lunch break. Like, do you not remember? Like, I was really fully, like, before I started doing the gym, I was waking up, doing jogging, doing my 5Ks. I was like, 30 seconds quicker this week, all around
Was
the
that
heath.
when we were both doing 5K?
Yes, and we was like, we can do it on the phone together. And then I was like, well, I have no reception in my park, so actually we can't.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Was that the year before? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Was that last year?
Yeah, this was last year. But this really set me off. And God, I am really bony.
Yeah, it's quite... No, it's not scary, but...
Yeah, it is scary. But, like, I'm always quite bony there. But obviously, as I lose weight, it gets bonier. But, like, that is a mad fucking difference,
that's so motivation. I showed... the beginning of 2022, I was fucking the biggest I've ever been. Like, my fucking belly was disgusting. I showed it to Mommy the day, she literally screamed. Well, I screamed. When I first saw it myself, I was like, ah! But, yeah, I can't wait to kind of do a... side by side. I think I took one recently actually. I need to like
I put it on timer as well, so I could fully like stand like this so I can see, instead of when you're holding the phone you're a bit sideways.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I do video.
Oh, you do video.
And I actually do front, side,
do that.
back. And then I have this app that I can actually put them next to each other and then see the kind of. But I did that, I think the last time I did it in 2022, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks apart. I didn't see a difference and I was like, well, fuck this. Fuck you. Yeah. Everyone have a nice life. I'm eating a burger.
This is months apart though.
No, of course. I was doing like instant gratification.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, now I just want it to be more of like a lifestyle. Like, obviously, if I like, you know, look like I've been to Dr. Miami, that would be great. But if not, then it's fine. Because it's like, I don't want to like never have had like a hot body and then I become a mum.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, give me one like banging beach bod era. Like, I'll take one, and then we'll. And sorry if you're listening, you're probably thinking, "Oh my God, what are you talking about? You're so small." Like, you don't know what people go through, and you don't have X-ray vision, so you actually can't see what's happening underneath my clothes. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. And we're not saying as well, like, everyone should be comfortable in their skin. Like, when we, like, my definition of beach body ready and someone else's definition of beach body ready is very different. And everyone's beach body is accepted.
Oh, 100%.
As well. Like, I just want to make that clear.
No, 100%.
Like, this is very just a
it's personal. Yeah. And it's
I'm not looking at anyone else on the beach. Yeah. Quite frankly, like, I don't care. I'm looking at how I look on the beach.
You know what? It's so... I always say it's so funny, but every time it's like what I'm saying is not funny. So one of my friends on my birthday trip in Mexico, like she asked me, she was like, "Oh, like you always like when it's like wear bikinis." I always do like cover ups, so I'm not really. I actually have really really bad like body confident issues, but I don't think it doesn't show because I don't make it a thing. But I also don't think I fully identified that in myself. Like when I think I mentioned this on the pod before, like when I was in college I would always wear cardigans. Like I didn't like my arms, and like maybe because I was like at the time like bony and stuff, like I would always like cover up my arms like in the summer, and I only started like showing my arms like in my late teens. I'm talking like 19, even going on to 20. And she said to me, she was like, oh, like you always like, you always like cover up. Is it like a modesty thing? And I was like, no, I just don't feel comfortable. She's like, really? I'm like, no. like I really like that's my worst nightmare to have. And then I was after that, I was like, okay, let me try and like empower myself. Well, not empower myself, but for we went to the cenotes and you have to wear the the life jacket thing. So obviously I'm not going to wear a fucking sarong and something. I just have to wear the bikini. And then after, like, for a brief moment I was standing dying inside. So that's why it's like part of my journey is to like get to that point where I actually feel like comfortable and confident in myself. So my beach body ready is like that point where I don't feel self-aware because of like whatever it is, like my insecurities are and stuff. So yeah, like Amber said, it is a personal journey and what I'm striving for, and like someone else can be quote unquote bigger. Like, I'm not trying to fat shame or anything, but someone can be look bigger than me and be like way more confident and be like, this is my beach bod, and that I love that for that. I love that for them, but I'm just not. Yeah, I have my own body confidence issues, and body confidence issues doesn't necessarily just come from being like quote unquote bigger. Yeah, it can be like the other way, and certain things that you kind of like notice in yourself and stuff. So yeah, that's my story.
Thank you for sharing that today. And next time on Fuck the Body Shamers, we'll be talking
Fuck them hoes.
Yeah, it's a journey, it's a thing. I just feel like I'm so used to it. It's just part of my life. So, but I'm fucking sick and tired of doing this fucking yo-yo shit. Like, this is it. Like, after this time, if I don't fucking keep the weight off, I actually just fucking give up.
No, but I think you need. I mean, that's only because you, me, we have been doing it for like a thing. For I'm going on holiday, so I need to, or this is coming up, so I need to. Versus just it's just part of my.
That's the thing.
Part of my storyline.
Like keeping it as part of my lifestyle, because I lose the weight and I get cocky. That's my problem. I lose it, I get cocky, and I'm like, I'm fucking paying, bitch.
Yeah, so then you can just go to the gym once a week.
No, I put on weight easy. So that once a week isn't going to keep it off, mate. Like, I need to stay at the gym 3 to 5 times a week for the rest of my life.
No, but I don't think... I would say you put on weight easy to a certain extent, but if it was that easy, then you would actually just be really, 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 really big. Because you'd keep putting on...
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you kind of just like everyone has, you just bounce back to your kind of like norm. So even if it's like a couple times, or you go for walks, or... you know, walk to Camden Station instead of Archway Station, or get off a couple of stops earlier and walk down, or walk up whatever way, I don't know. Lunch break, well, we don't go into the office, but you know.
Yeah, I feel like it's hard as well. Like, people are like, yeah, like during my lunch break I do this. I'm like, bitch, I literally work through my lunch. Like, you think I got time to be twiddling my fingers going on walks? Like, no, someone's fucking calling me at 1:30. Like, can I have this over? Like, no one, there is no like respect of like.
I hate that. I mean, I'll take my lunch break. I go to the gym.
Yeah, and she calls me. She's like, "Hey, how are you?" I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm going to the post office." I'm like, "Okay."
No, because it's like if I'm in the office and I'm gonna go find my lunch and it's gonna take me about 30 minutes to go there and back, then I come. Then maybe I don't want to eat at my desk. Maybe I want to eat in the canteen. Yeah, that's a good hour, 15, 20. Just because I'm not in the office, don't mean I don't deserve a break. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You catch me offline 11:45, 55. Sorry. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
God, yeah. I don't even remember what we were even talking about, how we got here, but that was a nice little who are you texting?
Sorry.
What? No, what is in the phone? Like, come on.
Basically, I was supposed to be like meeting someone after, but I like the time. I'm like, leave now, don't leave. So, but it's hard because it's like, that's why. So I just.
Okay, do you want to wrap it up then?
Yeah.
Say I'm busy. I'm at work. I'm working. Man will hit you up when I'm finished. I said I'm
recording right now. Can't text. Sorry.
Yappa.
Sorry.
I know it's your podcast. I know you're like a freelancer or whatever. Yeah, there's fucking rules and regulations. Yeah.
Listen.
What? Don't say
The difference between you and I, when I text on the pod, I actually still fucking join the conversation. No. Yeah, this time round, but there has been occasions where you literally shut off from the whole pod.
No.
Yeah. And I'm sat there like.
Well, actually, in my defense, I'm not actually texting, I'm reading. Thank you very much. Woo!
Oh, we should have had another one of these.
No. It's from Aldi.
Yeah, it's
£1.09. It's quite nice, actually.
Yeah, that was really nice. Did we used to get these before? I've had these before.
No, not these ones.
Oh, we used to get Alfie.
Alfie from
Iceland.
Yes, and that is £1 as well. You gotta get it where you get it.
Yeah. Oh my god, did you see the Axel Arigato?
Oh my god, Mulberry.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see. That's
Quite
quite cool. Cool.
You wanna copy me? I'm gonna copy you.
I actually do want to copy you.
Yeah, so cool, so
That's
swag.
so cool.
Okay, I do like the trainers, but I hate the fucking lock on top of the trainer, like the Mulberry lock.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get it off.
Yeah, but then what else would they do?
Add a little tree, like the holes on the side of the trainer, as
Oh,
like the
okay.
mulberry tree. That there.
Yeah, looking for designers.
You know, I ain't even a creative bitch like that. God, that actually just really
That
came
would
out.
literally be your one.
One.
What's this bitch here for? She said the dot.
Yeah, like, you know when they like pick it
Yeah.
out. Yeah, that would have been cool. But yeah, like there's a bag that I really, really love, but it's also like 1K. And it's like the small, I don't know if you saw it, like the small one. Oh, I was like, that's nice. In my head, I was like, might be young, like 370, like 280. Yeah, no.
Is it leather?
Yeah.
Low leather. Yeah.
Because I forget Axel Arigato is actually kind of Spanisha, you know?
Yeah, it is a bit. You know, I really do love the designer collabs, especially like the high low, and kind of bridging different worlds, because like Mulberry is like quintessentially British.
Yeah.
Like
Axel Arigato is Swedish.
Yeah, I think so. One of these European countries, and they're a bit like cool.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a fusion that you would just never think would work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the creative campaign. It kind of spoke to both aesthetics, and it wasn't awkward.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Tiffany and Nike. Was it Tiffany and Nike? Was that a joke?
No, Tiffany collabed with someone, and we were like, what the fuck?
It was a train.
It was a trainer.
I think it was Nike.
I think so.
Like those kind of things, I'm like, I just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I don't like that.
Sorry, just like quickly take it. I hate to take it to men, but like, I think I need an Axel Arigato, man.
God, stop. I hate when she does this. I need a scaffolder. I need a. What's the other one?
I think my man wears Axel Arigato.
What was the other one? There's been a few men. We've had
A labourer.
There was another one shortly after. No, it was literally the next week. I was like, I can't keep up. Okay, Axel Arigato, cool. Okay, any reason why?
Like then he just gets it. Like he's just like.
Do you wear Axel Arigato?
No.
What do you get?
No.
I'm so confused.
No, but it's like he's just like.
He's down.
He's down. Like I'm above. Like
the bullshit.
Yeah, like it's just. It just speaks to me. Like it just. Like a homeboy could like get it. Like if you get it, you get it. You know, like,
okay.
Oh, you wear Axel, like, bet. Come Axel this, you know.
I wasn't prepared. You wiped me out. Not coming Axel this. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, but I love the collaboration between them. Like really cool, really swagalicious.
Yeah. Sorry, my mind went. You know, my imagination. I'm out the world. I then started thinking about what would my aesthetic kind of guy be?
Yeah.
And then I literally had the face and the aesthetic of my crush in my head. One of my crushes. You don't know him.
Oh.
I have a crush on a lot of people. Can't just, you know. But he's like, his style is like, it's very like New York art scene.
Right.
And he'd definitely probably wear like Axel Arigato. Like he'd probably wear like a hoodie and a loose fit blazer on top.
And a tote bag.
Maybe no.
Okay.
I don't do guys
You're
that
not
carry
tote.
bags.
Okay, cool.
Put that shit in your pocket.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of cool. Like glasses, like hair. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, man.
Axel me.
Axel, no.
I can't believe you just said that. You're crazy.
Not normal. At all.
Would you want a labourer that wears Axel? Or these are separate aesthetics?
I think that's separate aesthetics.
Okay.
Like, sorry, an Axel wearer isn't a labourer.
Right,
But
right.
my Axel wearer could do labour work in the house.
In the house.
Because he's just that guy.
Okay. What's his like job? Like, what's his friend situation? Like, what does he do for fun? Is he like in the art scene?
Like, I think he's a creative, but like he's rich.
Okay.
But it's like he's rich in the sense where like I don't need to be wearing.
Mum and dad
like,
rich or made his own money?
I want to say mum and dad rich, so he's not an arrogant prick. Like he's not cocky. Like I'm self-made.
He had to work.
But he still had to work for where he is. But it's like he's like creative, but like not with these little boys. Like one of them like.
Yep. Not with the
and
boys.
it's just like he's just like I don't need to wear like in your face like designer. Like my clothes are quality, expensive,
Quiet luxury.
quiet luxury. I think that is my man.
Okay.
And
We
he
like
might be
it.
wearing like the big Kadani bag. Like he might.
Oh,
just
the
have
big
the
one.
Big one. Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's the kind of tote bag I can get
Yeah,
into.
yeah,
not the
yeah.
fucking
No,
brick leather.
Not our fucking Star City Diary ones. Like our like actual like cool bag.
Yeah.
Like nice glasses on a Sunday. Fucking wakes up with a pan of chocolate and like a fucking matcha. I don't even drink matcha, but you know what I mean. Like that's my
Yeah.
man. He's like, babe, just seen this really cool coffee shop. Come on. In his Axel Arigatos.
Yep.
And then the Axel's me later. That's my man. But then the plumbing works needs doing, and he's
Okay.
there, and he's fucking.
I mean,
plumbing.
out of all the men that you've ever described on the podcast, I think this is the only one I can get into for you. Yeah. I like the sound.
Results.
I like give him a name. Jack.
Xavier.
Xavier. Okay. I'm like Jack. Xavier. Yep.
Yeah,
Xavier.
something like that, or like a
Santos.
Roman.
Okay. We're kind of like his parents are still pretty young, pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're like that kind of new age of giving your
Hippie,
kids like
yeah.
names like Apple.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's like so down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
Can get on with anybody. Don't take himself too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And he just fucking loves me.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's my man.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like he's like me. Adapts to his different. Like we can do this. We can do this. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Recess one day. We're at fucking Secret Garden Party Festival the other day. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah. And he reads. We have reading dates.
I really love that so much thought and effort has gone into this build a boyfriend in the space of like a couple minutes. I really support your ability to be creative in this time. In my head, I'm like, bitch, that's why we're single, because we're too busy fucking building a man in our head and not fucking going outside and trying to meet him in real life.
No,
Like, yeah, he's not quite like what I thought Xavier would be like. So
Yeah.
never.
Xavier or Roman.
Roman. I think I bring Roman more than Xavier.
Yeah,
Xavier's like
Roman.
it's a bit of a stretch.
If you are alive, if you're and he plays guitar in his free time, but like it's just like for bands.
But,
he's
like,
just
cool.
got like electric guitar,
Yeah.
and he's just like.
Oh, electric, okay.
Yeah, like listen to this shit that I just made. No, sorry.
Acoustic,
What?
no.
He ain't.
It's not
He's
electric.
A bass player.
I think we might be stretching this.
He lies in bed. He lies in bed like this, and he's like, dong, 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 dong.
No, I think,
Dong,
bro,
dong, dong.
you had me on everything except the fucking bass.
Dong, dong, dong,
I'd take like a piano player, and he sometimes, if he's passing through King's Cross on his way and he has a bit of time before catching his train, he might sit down and do a little performance. That is in line with Roman's personality. I think the bass.
No to the bass.
Oh,
I only said it because I saw the guy that did that really cool like Kate Tronada flip that everyone thought was Kate Tronada, but it was actually this dude from London. And basically he's like those two guitars and he's just fucking playing the bass, and I'm like, that's fucking sexy, bro.
Why don't you message him?
Yeah, I want to bring him on radio and be like, so how do you find it that Kate Tronada's like notice your music?
Yeah, go on.
I just
Listen, on that note, it's been Wheeler Than Wheel.
bye.
Bye.